Remember when I was like, I'm just gonna cut out this fuse, I don't need it anymore? So it says, warning, risk of fire, do not bypass blah 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 this fuse. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I destroyed the controller on this. It fried it. It won't even turn on now. Tear her apart. The water sitting in the bottom of that, or around that controller, probably didn't help the situation. Yeah, I don't think I burnt up the... controller. I think it might have something to do with these burnt wires. Well, we're gonna replace it all anyways. I'm removing the burnt wires, the little throttle, the little gear selector, the controller, the charger port, and replacing it with no controller, just straight wires. Got all these old wires and stuff taken out. This radio was the on-off switch, and it made a bunch of noise, and it would make like sounds and everything for you. Now what I'm thinking is, I have all these wires cut. I'm just gonna leave these wires kind of hanging out of the dash, because my kids should get used to driving piecer vehicles that have electrical wires just hanging out. And leave this hole, and then cut another hole right here for the gear selector, and then just screw it in right there. But for the on-off switch, connect it to this, which goes under the hood. Have the on-off switch and the high-low selector under the hood, which they don't know how to do. So I could keep it in low for as long as possible before they get wiser and start clicking it into high. So put this guy under the dash, put these two under the hood. I'm gonna have to extend these 6 wires for the forward reverse selector. So the way they have this wired, I only need to really extend 4 wires. These browns or grounds all go to the same plug right here, so I can cut them, extend them, and attach these, just use 1 wire. Same with these yellows, these 2 yellows, these 2 greens, and there's only the 1 blue, so this should be actually pretty simple to extend. Here's the little platform that the battery goes on. I'm gonna drill a hole and put the on-off button and the high-low button in here, and then this will go under the hood. Got everything plugged in. Now, trim these down. GoPro overheated just a little bit, but I put the pedal in through the wires. Just cut a hole in the old pedal thing to run the wires through, and have the old system holding the new one in. Haven't looked at it. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully it works. Yeah, but as you can see, got all the wires ran to the motors. I believe it was green up or green down, yellow up when it was sitting upside down, so green up, yellow down. I don't remember. I have the wire underneath it all figured out, wired up. Now I have to just secure it and wire the shift knob, the forward and reverse knob, whatever shift knob, I'm calling it shift knob. Now I have to put the forward reverse switch in. Yep. This one. Of course I'm not going to measure or anything. I'm just going to cut a hole right here. Okay. I think I'm good. I think everything should work now. Put this there. Turn on the low speed. Haven't blown a fuse yet. I did replace the fuse from a 30 to a 20 to a 20. Yep, 20 amp fuse. It's on low. It's in forward, and throttle doesn't work. It's in reverse. Yep, throttle's stuck. Throttle won't push down, so I got something going on there. Figured out what was happening. I had this in there, and this little screw that allows the pedal to come down. It's hitting here, so gotta cut this out. Alrighty, let's see her one more time. So far everything's good. She's on low. We'll put her in forward. Uh-oh. What does that tell me? Does that mean that is in backwards? I think that's what that says. Or I have the tires wired backwards. Yeah, because those are definitely spinning the wrong way. I'm just gonna unplug the motors and plug them in the opposite direction. Hope that works. Okay, flip those wires around. Maybe this will work. Forward. Reverse. Oof. Everything's wired up. Battery is full. I think it works. So if you're going forward and then you jam it in reverse, it's gonna blow the fuse. Place the fuse. And it's just fine. I think I'll keep a 20 amp fuse in there this time. Remember when I thought it was a good idea to take this 20 amp resettable fuse out of the line? I do. Wasn't a good idea. So I'm putting it back in. So my son will be slamming it in gear, and then he'll just slam it in reverse and it blows the fuse. So instead of replacing the fuse every 15-20 minutes, I'm just going to use this one that'll reset itself after it. So it'll blow at 20 amps, and then you kill the power and turn the power back on, and it'll reset itself. So I'm putting that in line instead of spending, well, probably like $6 on a bunch of fuses. Replace the inline fuse with the resettable fuse. Now, I think it works.